Clo, ready?
Alright guys, going with me.
Yep. No, but anyone goes with me. Doing? All good? On est pas vieux, hein? Pas vieux. On va lever nos masques, je pense.
Je pense que non.
Hein?
Je pense que non.
Oh oui. Oh, que c'est hot, ça. Best job in the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ride of your life. As we begin our spectacular journey, we ask that you please keep your seatbelts fastened for the entire flight. If you're sitting in the front seat, please make sure your feet, arms, and bags do not touch the helicopter controls. This is the quietest helicopter of its class in the world. More importantly, it's also the safest helicopter ever produced. So relax and enjoy this unique aerial view of Niagara. You're in good company. We fly about 100,000 people every year. Among them, such celebrities as Sir Richard Branson, singer Elton John, actor Russell Crowe, and golf legend Greg Norman. Looking downstream as we climb over the Whirlpool Golf Course, you can see the prestigious Niagara Parks Commission School of Horticulture, home of the Butterfly Conservatory. A stroll through these lush gardens and elaborate parklands reveals why it's a favorite year-round destination for thousands of tourists every year. As we bank up the Great Wolf Lodge, we have a clear view of the Spanish Arrow Park, about 1,500 feet below us. This aerial tram carries sightseers over the mesmerizing waters of the Niagara Whirlpool. The Whirlpool's current is so strong that objects can be caught in its swirling waters for weeks before escaping into the middle river. Normally, the Whirlpool flows counterclockwise. However, when the river level is low, the Whirlpool slows and actually changes direction, an extraordinary natural phenomenon. The lowest water level occurs naturally during the heat of summer, but because the local generating plants divert river water to create hydroelectricity, the water level drops significantly when energy needs are high. This section of the Niagara River below the falls is called the Niagara Gorge. It's a favorite destination for hikers, nature lovers, and recreational fishermen. Most scientists believe that 12,000 years ago, the falls were located near Queenston Heights, 11 kilometers downstream from their current location, and actually eroded their way along this stretch of the Niagara River at a rate of about a meter per year. In the early 1950s, when the hydro plants began diverting water, the erosion rate slowed to a mere 3 centimeters per year. When the first European man reported seeing the falls, Father William Hennepin, in 1678, Throughout the winter, mist settles and freezes on surrounding parks, transforming them into a glistening, frozen fantasy land. As we approach the Waterloo Bridge, you'll be able to see the Niagara River Rapids ahead. The rapids are formed as the river borders downhill over huge chunks of limestone, churning up 20-foot waves. Some years ago, a daring entrepreneur offered rough rides down these rapids, but after spectacular tragedy and cascading water, it quickly became evident this was not such a good idea. We've tried Clo Sly Up, and you can once again see the Waterloo and Niagara heliport. As we prepare for our final descent, we now have a clear view of two massive concrete structures extending down the side of the gorge to the river's edge. These are the hydrogen-generating plants I spoke of earlier, the Sir Adam Beck complex here in Canada, and the Robert Moses complex in the United States. The two large reservoirs on either side of the river hold the water that is brought from the gates upstream until it is needed. For those of you interested in exploring the fascinating process of turning water into electricity, tours are offered at the Sir Adam Beck Generating Complex throughout the day. Before we land, here's some trivia to impress your friends. Niagara Helicopters is the oldest helicopter sightseeing company in the world. We've been flying passengers over the falls since 1961. The flags in our parking lot show the countries where the majority of our passengers live. We'll leave it up to you to name them. If all the miles Niagara Helicopters flies in one 3-day weekend were placed end to end, they would stretch from Niagara Falls to Germany and back. We hope you've enjoyed your flight. For your safety, as we begin our descent into Niagara Heliport, we ask that you please keep your seatbelts fastened until our staff come to help you out. Before you exit the helicopter, please return your headset to where you found it. And as you leave, please walk directly to the exit gates. If you haven't already done so, remember to pick up your free flight certificate in our souvenir shop, where we also have Niagara Helicopters t-shirts, sweatshirts, and pins available. The photograph that was taken as we left is also ready for you in our photo studio. And if flying has given you an appetite, our cafe has a sheltered patio from which you can comfortably view our helicopters at work. Thank you for flying with Niagara Helicopters. Have a wonderful stay in Niagara. We look forward to seeing you again soon. Have a great day and a safe journey home. And remember to check out your takeoff photograph, which is now ready for you in our photo studio.